You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop. Time for a popcorn popper. And this one's in pretty rough shape. I think I got it for free. I think it was going to end up in the garbage. There's a crack here, which looks like somebody re-glued or put glue in it. But, oh, and it's dusty. It's been sitting on a bottom shelf. Look at all the dust. And I thought, well, let's just see if it works. Let's learn about it. I've done all kinds of popcorn makers. I have a playlist of different kinds of popcorn makers. Many are more of the thematic ones, or the kids makers. This one's a real popcorn maker that you'd have in your kitchen way back when. I don't even know the year of it yet. On-off switches here. Looks a little fidgety. It's not all the way secured. And then there's handles down here, so maybe when you're done, you turn the whole thing over. We'll see. And then the cord, someone had rubber banded it. Let us get the instructions out. So this is your popcorn bucket. See, now it becomes a bucket. It almost looks like this top lid comes off as well. Let me see. Yes, it does. So that comes off of that. That's just a keeper of the little crumbs. Maybe you can take that off, shake off all the little excess. And there's a plastic bag in there, which I have no idea what it's for. Here's the instructions. Is there a year? 2007. All right. There's this squeeze to unlock. Instruction and recipe booklet. Easy Pop Popcorn Maker CPM 900 series. Ooh, the 900 series. And this one's silver on the instruction booklet. Important safeguards. Okay, we'll pass that. Parts and features. The measuring cup, which I did not have, but it's just a measuring cup. The bowl cap. The serving bowl. Plastic serving bowl with built-in ventilation, bowl cover and handles. Removable popping plate assembly. Okay, so these two pieces come apart. Plate locking levers, which are over here on the sides. That's what those are. Rotation shaft, that's on the inside. Handles, which are in here. The base, elegant stainless steel base. So it is. So this is the same stainless steel base, except the black, this is black. Bad observation on my part. This one is burgundy, or reddish. Yeah, burgundy? Wine color. The on-off switch. Let's get back to that. It's a little loose. I hope this works. Well, I'll tell you what, before we go any further, we're going to test that. Plug it in. Oh, it does. Okay, so we're going to have popcorn. Off, on. Very slow. Operating instructions. Place the base of the appliance on the flat surface. Do not let water or any liquid drip into the base. Popping plate must lock securely to base. Okay, so to do the popping plate, you squeeze. And there. Now, why would you need to get into that? I'm not sure. And it already feels warm from that little time it was plugged in. Let me unplug it. And it looks as though this is the ignition point, or the electrical current's going to go through that, spin the motor, and heat it. And then I notice these two lines. So you match them up, squeeze, and place down, and lock in. Okay, so that's all got to be washed. Okay. Place the plate on the base. Handles of popping plate should be centered just above the side handles on base. Once locking levers are released, the popping plate should be locked to the base. Got it. Add approximately 2 teaspoons of cooking oil to popping plate. See tips and hints. Next page for recommended measurements. We recommend using vegetable or canola oil, but any type is suitable except olive oil. That's what I usually use. Add kernels to popping plate. We recommend 1/3 cup of kernels, especially if using premium popcorn. The measuring cup provided is a 1/2 cup capacity, also clearing mark for 1/3 cup. See tips and hints. Place the invertible bowl on top of the popping plate. Plug the power cord into a standard outlet. Turn the power switch to on. The stirring rod will rotate and Cooking will begin. When the popcorn is finished popping, turn the unit off. Place cap on bowl. Place cap on bowl. Is there another cap that I'm missing? No, the cap is on the bowl. Place the okay. When the popcorn has finished popping, turn the unit off. Place cap on bowl before seasoning. Okay, so if the cap is off the bowl, it looks like you can season through the top little ventilator port there. See that? Where did it say don't have the cap on? It doesn't. It shows it in the picture. Yeah, so okay, so now you put the cap back on. Grasp the locking lever against handles of popping plate along with bowl handles together. So they want you to grab it like this. Gently lift plate and bowl from the base. Oh, so they want it like this. So then you're not lifting that, but you're lifting this. Lift the popping plate off the bowl by its handles and immediately return the plate to the base to cool. Then you take this off, and you take this back, and you do that. There. I think we got it. So I need some popcorn. Tips and hints. Kernels. 1/4 cup, 1.5 oil, pop 6 cups. We're going to go to 1/2 cup. Well, let's do the middle one, and we'll see how that goes. Here's some other recipes. Now, I've not looked at these. Wasabi popcorn. 8 cups popcorn, 3 tablespoons butter, 1/2 teaspoon wasabi powder, teaspoon salt. Don't have that. Pesto. Ew. Let's see. Small clove of garlic, Parmesan cheese, cubes, 3 cups fresh basil. That's a lot. Insert the metal chopping blade into a food processor with the machine running. Drop the garlic. Okay, well, process for about 10. Scrape the work bowl and add the basil and salt. Process for another 5 to 10 minutes. With machine running, pour olive oil down small feed tube, allowing machine to run until mixture is emulsified. That must be the Cuisinart chopper, which we don't have. And then what do you do? Nothing here seems simple. Make 16 half cups the peanut butter popcorn, 8 cups corn, 1/2 cup corn syrup, 1/2 cup sugar. Okay, so preheat oven to 300. Prepare a sheet tray by lining it with foil spray with cooking spray. Place popcorn in a large bowl that has also been sprayed. Oh, so you're already popping. I'm thinking you're going to add it into the unit from the top, but you're not. Buffalo style popcorn. Wow, look at all these different recipes here. Let me just show them all to you, and you tell me what you would make. Southwestern style, cheesy popcorn, curry popcorn, pesto popcorn, popcorn snack mix, Asian style popcorn, wasabi popcorn, buffalo style, caramel nut, peanut butter, chocolate, nutty caramel chocolate, popcorn bark. Okay. What's the buffalo style? Place popcorn in a large mixing bowl. Melt the butter in a small skillet and stir in the hot sauce and vinegar. Pour butter over popcorn. Excuse me. Okay, hold on a second. That's the second time in a video I've coughed. What was the last video? You tell me. Place popcorn in a large mixing bowl. Melt the butter in a small skillet and stir in the hot sauce and vinegar. Pour butter over popcorn and toss to coat evenly. Served. Well, that doesn't look too hard. Buffalo style. All right, we'll do that one. Not that I'm afraid of, a difficult recipe. It's just what I have, and I was not planning on doing that, but it just involves a few more steps. This looks good too. So you make the 8-cup batch. You take unsalted butter, 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, and kosher salt. Place the popcorn in a large mixing bowl. Melt the butter in a small skillet and stir in the cheese and salt. Pour butter over a mixture and toss it to evenly coat. Serve. All right, well, we're going to do one of them. Let's get past the point of... I'll decide. What would you want? The buffalo. I'm thinking the spicy popcorn. I don't know why. Never had something like that. I've had cheesy popcorn. All right, let me get everything I need. We'll make the popcorn. We'll get a little hot plate in here. We'll melt some butter. And then we'll get some hot sauce and apple. It just says cider vinegar, but I have to assume that's apple cider vinegar. And we will give it a go. Okay, as you know, I must show that I'm drying so that I show that I washed this. Now, I did some Googling because I did not have just plain cider vinegar. And it did say apple cider vinegar and cider vinegar are not the same, but you could use it. It's part of the cider vinegar family. And I thought, I'm not too keen on apple cider vinegar, so I had rice vinegar, which I thought would be a good addition. It also says you can use that as a substitute, just slight flavor profile difference. Or I could just use white vinegar. I'm not sure if it really matters. It's not a huge quantity. All right, that's clean. That's why this doesn't get washed. It just gets wiped down. And that other part does come out. Now, I could have done a little bit of scrubbing on this, but I didn't do too much because it's not necessarily going to touch it. Where's the line? The line is here. Okay. This has been washed, just needs to be dried. And then the crack is officially all the way through. That's probably why they were getting rid of it. Okay, so I do have all the ingredients. So I'm going to come back now. It's not making this look any nicer, if you know what I mean. I think the plastic has been scrubbed. You know, if you use a Brillo type scrubber on plastic like this, it's going to change color. It's actually cracked in two spots. It's cracked here, which is still a crack. It looks like they tried to glue it though. That glue has stayed. Now this is not something I think I'm going to keep, just because it's no box and it's kind of messed up. All right, now we have a clean popcorn popper. And now the lid, no dust, okay? We're good. All right, so, and then the oil. Now I thought, I prefer bacon grease. It does not say you cannot use it. I'm going to use it. That with the buffalo's flavor might be a good combination. So let's pop the popcorn first. Okay, so popcorn, bacon grease, which I keep, rice vinegar, and then this is the hot sauce I'm going to use because this is one of our favorites now. It's Slap Ya Mama wing sauce for buffalo. Wings or anything you want to use hot sauce on. And then, well, let's get going here. Let's take this off. And it's 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of your oil. It's going to take a little longer to melt this. 1, 2. Yes, okay. Add approximately 2 teaspoons of coconut oil to popping plate. Okay, add kernels to popping plate. We recommend 1/3 cup, so we'll do that first. Now, I've used Orville Redenbacher for a lot of years. Me personally, I feel like it's changed. You pop it and it has a somewhat spongy, and I've popped a lot of popcorn. A 1/3 cup. This is supposed to make 8 cups of popcorn. Okay, add kernels to the popping plate. We recommend 1/3 cup, and then get provided. Okay, place the inverted bowl back on top. The inverted bowl. I have my hot plate out, but let me clear some things out because we want to watch this. That's what I liked about this popcorn popper with the see-through top. Now, plug it in. That's important to plug it in. And then turn it on, and we shall see what we have here. Okay, it's plugged in. Now turn it on. And here it goes. Let's turn it so we don't see the crack. Let's hope it heats up enough. Ooh, take this top off. Alright, the top is now off. Let's see if there's any heat. Let's just look inside and see what kind of heat we have going on in there. Okay, so it's up to 125 on the inside. The outside is 67, so we know it's heating up. 127, 130, 131.7. I smell the bacon grease. Alright, I'm just going to let it pop. It's definitely sizzling. Here, let me show you. Okay, the kernels are changing color now. They're getting a little lighter. Can you see that? So that's heating up. Alright, I'm going to turn it off now. I think we're pretty good. I still hear sizzling. Now we're going to lift it off. Well, put the cap back. Put the cap on. And then let's lift it off the base. You got to make sure you're holding that. And then put this back. Ooh, it's steamy hot. I'm just going to kind of set it there, but there we go. Alright, and a couple stray kernels there. Do I dare save them? Yes. Heavy kernel. In. Okay, don't do that. A little hot, but not bad. All right, now let me get the burner in here, and we'll mix it up and start that little buffalo style popcorn. All right, it says put the popcorn in a large mixing bowl, but I want to see if you take off the top, there's a few little crumbs in there. So there's a few more little crumbs. So I guess you can do that. Let me move this out of the way. I guess I'm slightly in a quandary as to if I should. I have about 5 more makers, 6 more that I've never shown you. One is sealed mint. It's an ice cream maker. And then I have a few other ones that I have not shown you, which are not complete. And you know, I've been on the mission for as complete as possible. So it's 3, I had to grab a little knife. Let's see, 3 tablespoons unsalted butter. Or should I do something like this and just make all the recipes in here? Because I know my kids maker sets are the most popular videos. But at some point, I might have just worked myself out of a lot of those because I've done hundreds of them. Hundreds. Heat's going on. 1.5 teaspoons of hot sauce. And I'm not sure if they're going to... Well, let's see. Place power line on there. Melt butter, then stir in. Okay. Well, we might as well just go full heat because I'm right here. Let's just take this and cut this a little bit. There, now we got more touching the bottom. Okay. Now, in regards to vintage items, I have a healthy supply, which I'm now doing more aggressively. The goal is 4 videos a week or more. And this was on the rack to the left. There's another 30 items there. And then I have another 1,000 plus that have not made it to video. At least 350 board games that have not made it to video, which are vintage and cool. All right, turn this down. Don't want to burn it. I'll just take it off the heat a second. So let's say I have 2,000 items and I do 300 videos a year. Do you understand my dilemma? I would almost need to do 7 videos a week plus to get through that much content. Ooh, I smell the hot sauce. I think we're good. It's gonna melt now. It's at a good heat. 1.5. Look at this. You know, I do in some shows and then it just rolls over. And then the vinegar was only 1/4 of a teaspoon, which is tiny. All right. That's 1/4. I don't even know if I'll be able to pour it in there without spilling. There we go. It's got that vinegary smell, which for me, not my favorite. But some barbecue sauces and that style of barbecue, I'm not sure if it's a Louisiana style, is vinegar-based sauces. You tell me. Okay, that's melted. Let's get a little warmer though. Place popcorn. Melt the butter in a small skillet. Stir in the hot sauce and pour butter over popcorn and toss to coat evenly. I think I could do it. Keep going. The smell. Barbecue. Hot wings. But that little twinge of vinegar goes right to the back. Oh, we want to unplug that. We don't want to put that on the heat. That will burn. We don't want that. Okay. Now, unsalted butter, we're going to have to add a little salt to this, just for flavor. I'll try it with and without. Let me go grab that. Okay, so. Without any salt. Oh, it's going to leave stuff on your fingers. Get a nice... It's kind of nice, but it does need salt. Better with salt. Ooh, and the spice hits the back of your throat. But you could probably use any hot sauce you want. I did. I like it. That's a good popcorn. Would I make it again? Probably not. I just like popcorn with salt and butter, but... I'm not a huge cheddar popcorn fan because it always tastes so fake. Caramel corn, I like that. What I think I'm going to do, though, while I'm eating in your ear, I'm going to bring the popcorn maker back in and just make another batch because it's fun to watch. Okay, getting set up. I'm not going to wash that out. I'll give this a quick wipe. Get that old kernel out of there. Okay, it's still plugged in. Now this is 1 tablespoon of grease or oil. Okay, give it a little bit more. Because some sticks to the spoon. And then it is a 1/2 cup of popcorn. We're going for the big load. I want to see how high it goes on the top. Here, before we put the lid on it, let us start it. off of this. Stare into my popcorn popper. Slowly you're relaxing. Slowly you want to go to sleep. Don't close your eyes, close your mind. Relax and watch. The little kernels are your life spinning around. Some are connecting, some are going their own path. Oh, we're just doing a little. That melted real quick because it's probably still hot from the last time. Once I get the first pop, now you're probably saying, put the cover on, but it has air vents on the top, so the heat is going to escape anyway. Let's see if we can do this to the first pop, and then I'll put it on. Ooh, your life is starting to group up here really nice. Once they pop, then they'll start breaking away, and you'll have more spread in the kernels. It's sizzling really nice. Now you're grouping up. Look at that. I'm sure you're all thankful I'm not chewing in your ear as well. They build up and then you see they cascade over the back here. I know it's better with the top on, but we're going to get a pop soon. There's a lot more kernels in there. There we go. It popped its way out. It survived. Oh, it's squeaking. Okay, we're gonna stop it. I think it's. Remember, it did say with premium popcorn, and these make huge kernels. I've got this down now. I'm a Cuisinart person now. Look at that. That is a nice batch of popcorn. I don't see any unpopped kernels, really. There may be some hidden deep in there, but I'd say for the most part, it's pretty good. All right, where is my other popcorn? I'm supposed to be chewing in your ear. No, I don't want to chew in your ear. Now, this I would normally just butter and salt, but I think you get the idea. It actually works pretty good. I may just keep this one. Well, I did ask you some questions. Makers, popcorn series. I do have a few more easy bakes to show you. There's still one oven I can't find, stuff like that I'm working on. But to do 4 videos a week, it's not that hard for me. So I have no problem doing it. Maybe 5, I don't know. Either way, there you go. It is the Cuisinart CPM 900 series. And mine is not in black, although I like the look of the black one. Either way, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I had fun making it. Later.
If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave,
What's up, Butch?
make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.